Let's do one more. Let's do Penumbra as well. And we would be up to 4 out of 10 in our Herzal's challenge, where we try to get a win streak of 10, 1 win with every champion. Traditional and exiled with a random ally clan. And if we lose any, we start over. Okay, we have the exiled Awoken as our secondary clan. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason I'm calling it Herzal's challenge, right? Because it's the Herzal Cup win streak. And that's only Covenant 25. But if you're interested in participating but don't feel confident with Covenant 25, feel free to do it on a lower Covenant. Might be fun as well, and is still challenging. Win streaking is always challenging because a single bad decision can can crush your entire streak. And Penumbra Soul, Glimmer, Excavation, Eruption. We have so much backline kill for these clans. We are up against Talos with Days. That means Monstrous Penumbra has a hard time with that unless we can block for him with Morsels or something like that. Arcus with the Harvest and Days Dark Shard, and Seraph with Consume again. I do like these starter cards, even though we can't currently play Excavation Eruption easily. Ooh, Split Anvil. I mean, Firewall is great. Don't get me wrong, but Split Anvil in Umbra can be really, really powerful. This is still a tough decision because Firewall is extremely good, especially against Seraph the Diligent. Gives us so much more health to play around with. The only high cost card in our deck right now is Excavation Eruption, which we can't play in the first place. It feels wrong turning out the Anvil, but the Anvil is much worse against Seraph the Diligent. This is an easy Monstrous here. Mark of Innovation, yes. We have Firewall. I am happy to take this. That's a bit of an awkward start. Let's see what morsel we can find. That's a good morsel. That means I'm okay with setting up Penumbra on the top floor. Not like we can do anything on any other floor. Firewall already providing a lot of extra value to us. Uh-oh. Good thing we have the additional draw because I really need a Glimmer right now. We need Lifesteal. Thank you. Now we also need these guys not to kill Penumbra before we can lifesteal. Which I just messed up. I should have played Morsel Jeweler and no, that wouldn't have been enough. I didn't mess it up, I just didn't have the option there. Glimmer kills all of them. I need to just kill one of them. That brings our Penumbra up to full health. We also want this Train Steward, I think. It's 10 damage. It's not nothing. That's more health because it prevents an entire 5 damage and is another 1 health on top of that. And we do have the win here. Took no damage at all. Let's reroll that. That was a good first fight. It's rare to not take damage at all. Space Prism is great. I'm not 100% comfortable in starting Ember Drain stuff when the final boss is Seraph the Diligent. And we are up against the Harvest Dark Shard. Harvest Dark Shard Arcus. But we are Penumbra with Monstrous. So we have the best Ember Drain base unit in the game. One of the best. Still Space Prism is the pick here. This deck is maybe not perfectly suited for Ember Drain. Is Sting interesting to us? Might be. Wildwood Zap probably not. Steel Enhancer. Steel Enhancer is okay, I'll take it. It does have some applications. I kinda want the Gorge unit. The Penumbra Assaults, our Penumbra with Trample, everything supports us going for a Gorge unit. We do have the chance to upgrade one of our Penumbra Assaults. Alloy Construct, that's a good Gorge unit. The only issue with it is that we most likely will have to set it up on the second floor, so we'll have less time to feed it. Cost reduction probably needs to be an Excavation Eruption. Magic power on Glimmer is great, but I think the Penumbra Assault is the higher priority here. Could see me rerolling for 2 more small upgrades, yeah. I think I want that. Let's upgrade a Glimmer with Consume, just for some burst healing. Excavation Eruption being 2 cost is good. That means it's very easily playable and will often refund its energy cost entirely. I think this is what we do. We'll have a lot of Sinner's Burdens this fight. And I can kill the Collector. Yeah. Because of the armor on the Reconciler. Any more attack on this guy? It's one of the reasons why I upgraded this. Oh, no bad morsels at all. In that case, this morsel becomes the worst. Because we do have lifesteal. Actually we lose 2 lifesteal charges at once. So the second one doesn't matter that much. Only way I kill this guy. I didn't need to kill them though. I forgot. I do have the firewall after all. Construct is great. Like it a lot alongside Penumbra. Another Space Prism would be good, but I am gonna pick 1 capacity anyway, so the space is not as critical. I'll take the making. Second Steel Enhancer becomes a bit less important. This is the same choice as before. What would a Sting provide? It provides removal of frontline enemies, weak ones that are in front of big enemies that I need to hit. That's good enough for me. I'm not interested in these units right now. I think I'm gonna build a 2-unit strategy with just the champion and Penumbra. Excavation Eruption is a good dupe. Very good dupe, I like it a lot. Shadow Siege is unplayable right now, so we are not gonna take it. Penance Yard. Yeah, let's take Calcified Ember. The 100 damage is still very good, and it's gonna be very powerful against the final boss. With the Vengeful Shards they shuffle into our deck. Dazed Talos is somewhat of a problem for us. We can feed the Alloy Construct immediately, but the middle floor is capacity reduced. This is a bit of an awkward start. I guess that just means we'll take some damage on the Alloy Construct. Is that one extra draw better than getting rid of a Train Steward now? Probably yes. It's also some attack. That doesn't matter right now, but it will later on. That was good. Took out most of them. I do want to get these things out of my deck. We still don't have fuel in our construct, but that changes this turn. He will be dazed. We can put a morsel here because the morsel will also be dazed. We can put a morsel here, and the morsel will be dazed by Talos. The other morsels definitely belong on this floor. Lifesteal would be nice. I guess if we can't have lifesteal, we'll take health. Lifesteal would still be nice. Still not available, huh? Damage shield would even be nice. We have some time for the construct because... Well, no. Does pay for itself. That will usually pay for itself. Didn't. But that's fine. I didn't need it to. I should have healed. I should have used the Glimmer. We will most likely still be safe. Oh, look, it's lifesteal. We won. But the heal would probably have been the safer play there. Kindle Shroud Mitosis Unleash. Yeah, that's an easy Shroud Mitosis. That's such a strong card. We need draw now and capacity later. That might mean that we can't always choose freely where to put Penumbra, but that's okay in my book. I think I am fine with playing around that. The removal and the relic on the same side are tempting, and I think we can do it. Yes. Abandoned Antumbra is good. That guarantees us we will have the food for the construct. That means Shade Splitters are much less necessary now. Does that mean I can cut some of them? Yes. Does that mean I want to cut all of them? Nope. Just reduce the amount a little bit. Definitely going with Monstrous 2 here. The extra stats are very valuable and we can still fit that Penumbra on a floor. We might not be able to fit it on the floor we want. But that's okay. Ooh, lifesteal right away. That's useful. Yeah, I think the excavation eruption here is fine. These are decent morsels. I do need my... Okay, we have so much lifesteal now. I do need my... Prism dust? Not prism dust. Space prism. Relatively soon. Oops, I kept the morsel in the deck that I didn't want there. I need to be more careful. If I had a lifesteal morsel right now, I would probably use it on Penumbra. But I do not. I mean, that's good enough, right? I think this fight is solved. More lifesteal. Love these excavation eruptions. This one would only generate the scorchers for us, so I'm glad to see it gone. More lifesteal is amazing. And these units are better in our deck than dying through this guy's hand. We have 15 fuel and 8 lifesteal. We have this fight done. Under control. Very nice. Crucible extension is not bad. Neither is engine upgrade. Engine upgrade seems not as necessary in this deck, because we are relatively light on energy spending and we have the excavation eruptions, which sometimes give us extra energy. Crucible extension is good now, but as soon as we get an extra capacity from a boss relic, that will be less necessary. I think I take engine upgrade just so I can make use of a few more things that I otherwise might not be using. Pyre Shards. Pyre Shards is okay, but Spikes 4 is not enough. We would need to double stack it or get the relic that makes Spike deal double damage. Invigorating Solution could also be good. Helps me find Shroud Mitosis more often and Space Prism faster. Yeah, sure. Merchant of Trinkets versus Herzal's Horde Dupe. I really like the Herzal's Horde Dupe side. I would dupe the Space Prism right now. And I mean, it's a relic. It's a free relic. Septep, the first time each turn a friendly unit is healed. We have Glimmers, we have Lifesteal. On the other hand, Iron Drop Cage, we have nothing to trigger that with. The Merchant of Trinkets, missing out on that is a bit of a shame, but we have a lot of gold going onto the Merchant of Steel at least, so we can definitely reroll there for multi-strike. Crystal Cloak. Crystal Cloak is challenging, but Umbra has a very good way of dealing with Crystal Cloak, and that's by using morsels. Using a floor of morsels to reduce the stealth can be very potent. I did dupe the Space Prism, so I can, on a future turn, upgrade the capacity of the Penumbra floor. I should have played a unit first, just to trigger the heal. I said I needed lifesteal. A bit less so in this fight. In this fight I need health and damage shield. I might need damage shield so much that I sacrifice 2 morsels here to keep 1 damage shield. That was nice. I need to play on Penumbra Assault first. More lifesteal, really? I was really looking forward to duping a good morsel here, but I mean, lifesteal is good, it's just not enough. This is a good morsel, this is a great morsel. And these morsels will help us get rid of the first few stealth applications on the enemy. First few stealth stacks. Need to remove these guys. Health is always good. How many cards do I have? 5, 6, 7... too many. More health. And some stealth gone. I can always jump block with more morsels next turn. But I think we're okay. We have 4 damage shields on here, so the lifesteal will actually come into effect. That was my biggest fear, that we might not survive long enough to actually see the effect of lifesteal against this enemy. But that seems to not be the problem here. Very much not so. We almost got beaten down before the lifesteal started kicking in. I do only have 1 sting, but we might find another source of stings. Gem Trove. I would need to cost reduce that, and we already have enough morsel generation right now. I don't think I want it. How about cave-in? Is caving good for us right now? Not that good. Embocage is okay against Seraph the Diligent. I think for that reason alone I'm taking it. Preserve Thorns, now that we have the Channel Heart, yes please. I would probably even take it if we didn't have the Channel Heart. We have come quite far with an unupgraded alloy construct, but I think it's time for some upgrades. Quick is good. Quick is nice defensively. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Extra health would also be nice. I wouldn't say no to multi-strike or a large stone. I'll buy the quick. I think it's good enough. Nope. These are not the upgrades I'm looking for. Not at all. That means we have to go to one more Merchant of Steel most likely. I have a lot of gold. I should buy some removals. A train steward. Maybe even 2. No, it's time to cut another shade splitter here. We'll keep the train stewards for now. Ooh. I said I would take large stone, but... will I take super large stone? That basically means... that is good, yes. That is quite good. But that basically means I have to draw into a space prism pretty early. Otherwise feeding this guy will be horrible. Especially... no, this is fine. We can have him on the bottom floor. With this setup, no problem. Don't have room for many morsels at the moment. Need to kill the backliner. Holdover on mitosis would be great. I would love that. These morsels together will kill the Absolver. I think I'll keep the morsel miner in the deck, to be entirely honest. I want the ability to feed one morsel to Penumbra. 3, that's one too many cards. That was quite good. Liked very much how that went. Okay. No morsels this turn other than the morsel miner we drew. These train stewards are starting to become a little bit of an issue. I mean, yeah, this is fine. Very much so. I leave space for a train sword on the top floor. Even though that might be a bit too late for getting them out of the deck. Better late than never. Wow! Well, we're cutting in close here, but not really, because there we go. Another lifesteal. Wait, that doesn't make... Oh, right, we don't have lifesteal right now. And there's nothing to heal after the first hit, so... Wow, that made a huge difference, adding this morsel miner. Shroud Spike, yes please. We need capacity, otherwise we can't use our Penumbra. We also want capacity because our construct is big. Let's take a look at the upgrades first. Consume removal. Is there a reason to not consume remove the Shroud Spike? It's bigger the first time we play it. But we will probably play it multiple times, so... Double stack. Well, we are not using these things. They can be double stacked. Not at all. No holdover on Shroud Mitosis yet. One train sword we should be able to fit onto our floor now. Let's get the root seeds out of here. The extra draw next turn is not that great. I mean, it's nice. It's hardly a downside, but sometimes we draw into a full hand, so it's not always useful. The extra +8 attack should be pretty easy to deal with without defensive measures. Let's get the extra fuel this turn. I love the glimmer here. Solves so many of my problems. If I play 3 morsels here and then Space Prison and then Shroud Mitosis, that's gonna be enough for a full set of morsels. A full floor, I mean. And it looks like we are already strong enough to deal with Gilded Wings. It's a lot of incoming damage. I think I want to Glimmer this. And then Excavation Eruption, the bottom floor. We left something alive. Definitely Invigorate. That wasn't necessary. We already have enough draw from the stings. Protect the damage shield here. And set up this Gilded Wing for a kill. A lot of energy this turn. Give me a good morsel. Lifesteal will do. Should I play the engine upgrade anyways? I guess. I think we are now in a very good position. Let's play the Penumbra assault first before we glimmer this. Yeah, another damage shield for Penumbra is nice to have. Okay, this is going very well. Not the morsel I really wanted in this spot, but I'll take it. Salt first, then Glimmer to draw. Sure, I'll take some damage shields on that guy. Should have gone on Penumbra, to be honest. But we've won anyways. I can't generate any morsels with this hand, so Shroud Spike is useless. Well, we have already won, so that doesn't matter, but... this is a skip. We don't need another Ember Cache. Do we need another Preserve Thorns? Yeah. These are great against Consume Seraph. Double Gorge? Would that even be that good? Forever Flame is pretty neat. Other than that, nothing really awesome here. Let's see how much money we need to spend on the merchant. Looks like quite a bit. Holdover Shroud Mitosis means our morsel generation will be much less of an issue. Because we only need to generate one morsel a turn. And Seraph is happily giving me a 3 health minion every turn. I am fine with this upgrade. Don't need that. And another double stack we can't use. I'll take another Ember Stone and then Penumbra Salt. These also help make our Shroud Spike better. We can only afford max 2 here. Dawn Casing is good, is Shadow Box good? In this deck it might be okay. I think it's better than Teeth of Gold. It's not great, but it's a reasonable way to spend our money. And then... we dupe the Shroud Spike, right? Onwards! To Seraph! This should be a pretty easy win. But we might have to pay attention to these guys on the bottom. Well, with Penumbra Assault that's not really hard to do at all. Top floor Penumbra, bottom floor Construct. Middle floor is capacity reduced, and if I can avoid it this easily, I will. I should have played the Glimmer. Well, no, that's fine. Keeping it for later is okay. Happy to have the Preserve Thorns. I think we need the capacity on the top floor pretty soon. This is not really a great Shroud Spike. 170 is enough to kill these two. This gives us 2 energy, so this gives us 4 damage shield. We're already drawing 9 and we generate a morsel with the abandoned Penumbra, so we don't wanna play the other card. I don't want to consume that. What did I consume so far? Just consume cards, that's fine. What do I play first? Steel Enhancer. That card has outlived its usefulness. Top floor is fine. We might eventually need to spend some effort to make sure it stays that way. But right now we are totally okay. We just play everything. No, we don't play the root seeds because of the extra draw that we can't use. I want to dig for better morsels. I need the lifesteal on that guy. Yeah, it's just simply that I want the morsel from the abandoned Penumbra. And thus I'm only gonna draw 9 cards here. It's an excavator, that's good. Very good even. Still have 1 train sword in the deck. I should play the engine upgrade if I can. I should play first. Lucky hit on the frontliner there. I mean, not that lucky, but somewhat lucky. These 1 cost steal 100 are nice. That's a bit of a shame that we don't have a better target for the Shroud Spike this turn. And there's no point in playing that. It would only give us fuel and we will have enough fuel anyways. And like that we have more energy next turn, perhaps for another Shroud Spike. With maybe a better morsel. Let's start with Sting. Oh yes. That's a much better morsel. Ooh, the shadow box. I totally forgot that we had that. Just gonna play it out. I will miss out on a morsel this turn from the abandoned Penumbra. But that's fine. We don't need every one of them. We have so much lifesteal now that we don't really care about health that much. It's not that much lifesteal, but it's a good amount. Let's keep drawing 9 a turn. That's the ideal number for us. Okay. Seraph time. Actually, let's start with the Glimmer to trigger the heal. no lifesteal. Damage shield doesn't really do that much for us. We'll set up some damage shields on Penumbra. We don't win on the bottom floor, but we will certainly win on the top, right? And it's actually somewhat close. 921, that's... We might not have that much power right now. We have 4 damage shields and then we survive 6 hits, so we can deal about 700 damage. Yeah, that should work. Not quite. Not quite enough. Give me a good morsel. Well, I'm just cycling it anyways. Is that enough? Should be enough. I mean... Oh! Now... Huh? Didn't that just show 712? Just before? That was before the Shroud Spike then. Well, there we go. That was pretty close on the final fight. But we got there. We didn't quite get the morsels we wanted pretty often. We had a lot of Shroud Spikes that were kind of weak. Not too many minors and excavators. But yeah, we got there. That's all that counts. I think the deck in itself was solid and would probably have won most fights against that specific Seraph. I think our RNG in that fight was on the lower side. Yeah, basically. A little bit better RNG and it wouldn't even have been close. But we still got there because we included some redundancy. Haha, hi Chris. Yep, just in time to see the streak grow. That marks 4 out of 10 completed for now. We have Rector Flicker left to go, which is one of the weaker champions in my opinion. Rector Flicker might be the most difficult one, but we'll see about that next time we play.